We got hammers, we got hatchets, we got sockets, we got all kinds of tools, hammerheads, a knife or two. Let's check it out. You're watching Appalachian Axeworks on YouTube, and this is a What's in the Box video. So let's take a look and see what we got. See, first off, got this awesome claw hammer. This is a Ward's Master Vanadium. It's got the original handle. You can see the handle right there. There's Ward's Master right there. Vanadium. Really nice handle. This is a very nice example. I didn't want to do any sanding on the handle at all because I didn't want to mess up the fact that it still had the Ward's Master in it. So this is just pretty much, you know, like it came from the factory, other than the use, obviously. But I did clean up the head. Looks beautiful. Awesome example of a Ward's Master item. Next up, we have this awesome Bell system hammer. Very cool. And this is the original handle, or the original handle that was on it when I got it. I'll put it that way. I sanded the handle down, put some orange oil and beeswax on it, and you can see I didn't take all the character out of it. I just got it smooth, so it's nice and usable. But you can still see all the character in it. It's turned out beautiful. That orange oil and beeswax just makes everything pop nicely. And then you can see there the head is in great shape. This is a beautiful hammer. So there you go. And then the next one, I think I may have shown this one in a video before, but it wasn't quite done. So it's all done now. It's a GTW. You can see the right there. Beautiful example. Got this nice dark grain wood handle. It's a beautiful hammer. Alright, let's see. This is something cool. We just picked this up. Oscar Kemper Solingen, made in Germany. See Rost Fry there. It's a neat little serrated knife. Nothing super fancy, but kind of cool. Let's see. This is neat. I've definitely showed this in a video before, but I showed it before it was cleaned up. So this is a made in the USA Husky 1/4-inch drive. So you see made in the USA there. Made in the USA on the little breaker bar. But this is a cool little set. All the pieces, all the sockets anyway, are there. And got a little swivel. So it's cool. Neat little set. These little socket sets, we get these all the time. And there was a bunch of different companies that put these out, or a bunch of different names. I would imagine there was only 1 or 2 companies that made them, but this one I believe is an Indestro. But you can see it's got this is your wrench. You got your little sockets here. It's pretty cool. And I sometimes I'll strip all the paint off of these if they're really bad. If it's really rusted and bad, I'll clean it. But this one wasn't, so I just wiped it down really good and then I cleaned everything. But it's a cool little set. And then we got another one right here. You can see this one's got the whole thing with it. So you got the small, like 1/4-inch drive, and then you got a 1/2-inch drive, and then you got the pressed sheet metal socket wrench. Pretty cool set. This one I think is made in Japan. Yeah, there you go. This is made in Japan right there. And Destro, Duro, there's a bunch of different companies that had these same exact sets. Let's see, let's take a look at this. Got a Plumb leader. This is a small, you see 7-ounce claw hammerhead. Leader was like more of a homeowner line of tools. You know, a lot of the companies had different, like 2 or 3 different tiers of levels of tools, and Leader was kind of like their more homeowner, hairy homeowner line. So kind of neat. Here's another cool one. Got a Belknap Bluegrass claw hammer, and you can see the logo's all banged up, but you can still see it enough to tell what it is. Beautiful, turned out really nice. So that's a neat. Love finding bluegrass stuff. Always fun. Here's something kind of cool. This is a cobbler's hammerhead, and this is Sears and Roebuck drop forged. Kind of cool, cleaned up nicely, and it's ready to go on a handle and ready to cobble some shoes up. Here's another cool one. Pretty sure this has been in a video before, but it wasn't finished, so it's all finished up now. Binghams Best Brand BBB. Pretty neat, small little hammerhead, and you can see it had a bunch of pitting on it, and it's all cleaned up now. It's ready to go, ready to use. Bingham's Best Brand. Cool little set of needle nose here. You can see it's got the copper pin in it. These are diamond L4. They were pretty rusty. They had some like the green rubber sleeves on them, but they were really messed up, so I took those off. But got the little spring in it. They work really nicely. It's cool with that copper pin. So neat item. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a Mac. I talked about this in a previous video. The tool truck stuff. Love finding the tool truck stuff. You know, even if it's just random pieces. Here's a Mac, Sabina, Ohio, 7/16 half inch double open end, and then here's a Mac deep well socket, 13/16. Somebody ground it down a little bit, probably pulling spark plugs with it, and to get it down in a cylinder head to get them spark plugs out. But it's 1/2 inch drive. Cool. Love finding tool truck stuff. Here's another cool one. SK Tools, slotted pliers, SK USA. They're in good shape. Cool item. Lakeside. Nice open-end wrench set. Ward's Lakeside. So Lakeside was another brand sold at Montgomery Ward's and some other places too, but I think Montgomery Ward's was the main one. And Lakeside is often underrated. I've had Lakeside hatchets, I've had Lakeside hammerheads, and the hatchets are really nice. They're made really nicely. So pretty cool. Those are pretty neat. This is a cool little set here. Ignition wrenches. Blue Point. If you don't know, Blue Point's affiliated with Snap-on. So, and these are pretty neat. And it's not often find. Usually, when you find these, they're either really in terrible shape, or they're broken, or somebody cut off one of the ends and modified it for something. But it's rare that you find 4 like that together and they're in decent enough shape to where they still look like what they're supposed to be. And one of my favorite things, and if you followed us for any length of time, you know we love cleavers, and this one's an old one. Doesn't have any name on it. I'm sure it probably had a name on it at one time, but this one's really old. It was in really rough shape, and it's cool. It's cleaned up. Got a little bit of an edge on it. It's not super sharp, but we cleaned up the edge a little bit. And just a neat item. Really cool. It's 14 inches long. It's got an almost 8-inch cutting edge. It's got some cool, like Chicago screws with some little initials or something in it there. But Really cool, neat item. Love finding cleavers. They're really fun. And then last but not least, we got a couple of hatchet heads. So let's take a look at what we got. Oh, yeah. It's unusual that I have 2 leader items in the same group. But here's a Plumb leader hatchet. And you can tell it has that box around it, like many of the Plumb, genuine Plumb things had that box around it. Well, the Plumb leader too. That's cool, cleaned up nicely. It's a nice hatchet head, and I'm sure it'll take a nice edge. And this actually was never really abused. You can tell that whoever sharpened it used either a really nice hone or a sanding belt or something. But nice. What do we got here? Oh, here's True Temper. True Temper, and many True Temper hatchets and axes have these ridges in the eye. So that's a telltale sign. Not to mention it's stamped, but those ridges are a telltale sign that it's a True Temper item. Nice item. Nice. A lot of the True Temper hatchets are real slender, which I like a lot. And cool. Beat up a little bit, but it's nice. It'll make a nice tool. And then last but not least, the genuine Plumb hatchet. And as you can tell, we'll pull up the leader, and they look very similar. They're probably from the same exact era, because you can tell by the logo. Now the leader is a little bit bigger of a head, and what feels like it weighs a little more, but nice hatchet head. It's all cleaned up, and this will make a great user. It'll clean up. It's all cleaned up. It'll sharpen up real nicely, and it'll make a great tool. So there you have it. That is, this is the most recent What's in the Box video. So appreciate everybody stopping by the channel, taking a look, spending a few minutes with me, and checking everything out here. If you want to see any of our vintage items, we have links in the description. You can go to Appalachian Axe Works or Catoctin Mountain Quartermaster. We have a bunch of axe and hatchet heads, mini tools, different things listed on both those places. You can check out my Amazon store if you'd like, and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.